there are people fighting the war on Christmas, and then there are people fighting against the war on Christmas. And then there are people who are fighting against the war on Christmas who are also fighting against vaccines and any type of work that is being done to try and mitigate the dangers and the spread of COVID. And so I bring you, ladies and gentlemen, a woman who testified at the San Diego County Board of Supervisors meeting. We've watched so many of these things, like school board meetings and county supervisor meetings. And boy, I feel bad for these people, not the people testifying. But here is some testimony about, I guess, why vaccines and masks and whatnot are no good. And it's done to a song by Mariah Carey.
Yeah. No.
Bridget, let's end this emergency. I don't want a lot for Christmas, just body autonomy. I don't care about the variants because of natural immunity. I just want my freedom now. The Constitution will show us how. Make my dreams come true.
Oh,
in the state of emergency and acknowledge early treatment. Ivermectin, not just horse paste, and hydroxychloroquine, vitamin C and vitamin D, then the zinc and quercetin. I won't wear a useless mask. I don't need to stay at home, and my kids should go to school. We don't need to be alone. I just want my freedom now. The Constitution will show us how. Make my dreams come true. Baby, I end the emergency. Let's have a happy holiday, everybody.
I mean, it's hard to watch that and think that this country has the durability to last much well into the future. I mean, look, people make goofy songs like that all the time, and I guess you want to make your point and stand out at the town supervisor meeting. It's really the content of the actual words itself that are really just the most disturbing thing.
This is, I think, just a direct consequence of the downfall of shows like American Idol. Like, normally she would have had an outlet to audition, and there would have had the inspirational story, but then they also would have had the person who can't sing and maybe a little crazy and they exploit for views. That would have been, she would have been perfect for that. She really would have.
It's a real shame. Is that show not on anymore?
Not in the way it was.
Okay. All right.
But that was awful. I felt the cringe in every single muscle in my body.
But you gotta concede. The county supervisors at that point then decided that you don't need to get shots and you don't need masks, and that in fact COVID's not going to hurt you at all. You can achieve some protection with natural immunity and zinc and ivermectin and hydrochloroquine, because, you know, it's just so bizarre. How much people have held on to this idea of ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine.
Well,
and this idea that
she was like listing all the things that Rogan took. I just like, I can see her like watching his Instagram story, like, okay,
but we have different
on this Mariah Carey line.
We have different levels of like how people, you know, claiming that it was just attacked because Donald Trump. I noticed this the other day, that somebody was arguing that it was attacked because Donald Trump was promoting hydroxychloroquine, and that's why it was attacked, because but Donald Trump also promoted monoclonal antibodies. In fact, after he got it and he came out on the line, he's like, everybody's going to get this. Now, of course, everybody did not get this, but he also promoted that, and you didn't see, resistance types go like, no monoclonal antibodies. It was really just a function of the resistance liberals were actually like just listening to what, doctors and scientists had said. And I just don't understand like why people got so attached to a specific drug that was shown not to be effective in any type of clinical way.
Because it's taking it as owning the libs. That's really it. It's like an act of defiance against.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same way like any sort of NFT gets popular. Like once one gets popular, you stick with it because that's the one that you can use as a propaganda vehicle. And with ivermectin, it was just like they had to move to ivermectin from hydroxychloroquine because hydroxychloroquine was clearly not working. Ivermectin was uncertain and unclear, so that's the one that they decided to put their chips on next. And it was just because of that uncertainty. Like it's all just riding uncertainty and then saying it's a dark conspiracy.
Well, she'll always be the Mariah Carey to me.
Very nice.